So Zara, congrats so much. You got into a bunch of schools. You got into UCLA and UC Berkeley. You got a great offer from Occidental, and Chapman gave you like almost 200 grand. I think
Yeah,
Syracuse gave you a full ride too, right? So many
yeah, I got a full ride in Syracuse.
amazing options. So, just tell me how you feeling about everything.
I'm feeling great. I mean, I'm happy that I'm like finished with the process, of course, because like having a school, so like now that I'm like committed to is great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you're gonna go to UCLA.
Yes, I'm going to UCLA for music industry, and for the most of my schools, I applied with music industry or music production because I wanted a combination of both like music production, music like management, music business, music law, music performance. So it was like well-rounded. It could teach me like every single part of learning the music industry and just going into it. And then I want to also like double major or minor with like political science or something politics related because I want to fuse like my interests of music and activism.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Um, why don't you talk a little bit about what that process was like? Because a lot of people are interested in music industry and music production programs. Um, it's kind of its own unique sort of thing. Like not every school has them, but a lot of them do now. Maybe
Yeah,
tell
they're
us what
all
the
kind of
process was
different.
like. Yeah, go for it.
They're all kind of a little bit different. Like each school had a completely like different applications. Some things like kind of aligned, but they're kind of really different from each school. It just depends on the school. So like certain schools like Syracuse, even though you're applying for music industry, you need to have your instrumental background. So you apply whether it's in like the jazz commercial section, jazz commercial section, or like rather regular classical section, and you go play for them in person or send it in on auditions. And then you also like do a few other requirements of like writing, but besides that, like that's the main thing in terms of like playing for them. And then other schools wanted a combination of most of them wanted a combination of like you playing, showing some showcasing something of you playing instrumentally, and then also a combination of like writing. And then other schools, like of course, like Purchase or like USC or Chapman, not or Northeastern, not Chapman, would require you to like also show like music production, like your songs and things like that.
Yeah, that's right. They use a portfolio for that.
Yeah. Most of the
Yeah,
schools had a portfolio, but it just depended on what it was. Like some of them had portfolios of just like you playing your instrument. So I just did like the Jaco Pastorius Teen Town. Other ones on electric bass, but and then other ones were like, oh, we want more your production as well, or just your production. So there was a combination of that. That was normally like 2 to 3 songs. And then some schools was like it was a separate portal for the music program, but it was like all essays or like videos of you talking and things like that.
yeah, that's right. UCLA was almost like all essays, right?
It was your regular app was the four like UC prompts, and then UCLA, you had a video of you talking. Um, I think it was like 3 essays, 2 1,000 word essays, one of them like about yourself, one of them responding to like one of the 4 articles they provided for you.
They were like
And
music articles. Yeah, for
yeah, another essay. Yeah, there was like 3 essays, and then they wanted you to submit your previous like an essay from your school year, like of your work in the previous a video of you speaking, and then I think also your resume.
yeah. So it's interesting because that's right. Every school is different,
Thing. Yeah.
and
It
it's
was like crazy because like Syracuse was like the one only one that was like, oh, have 3 jazz standards and like one song your own. And then other schools are like completely the opposite.
yeah, it's funny. I mean, music performance in any shape or form, music industry, music production, anything like this, it's a double application because you have to do
Yeah.
the main academic application and then you have to do all of the music materials. And this is, I've had a lot of people come to me like this. You had a main academic person you were working with, and then you came to me to sort out the music side of things. You know, could you maybe talk about just how that interfaced or that process at
Um,
all? Like how did I kind of come in and was I able to provide, answer some questions for you, help you with the music side of things, just anything regarding that?
yeah, I think the main thing that you like really helped me with was like providing me with like David and being able to like go through because for me I needed more help on like the production side and being able to like fix like my production app because I already had like a video for Teen Town and stuff like that. I sent it to you also, but it was more like I did that with my private like bass teacher because I did that for like LaGuardia as well, and I just used a similar studio again. But I needed more help on like the production side of things and making sure like I had the right amount of songs for production. Everything was great. I had like
So
one
I
song.
connected, by the way, just to be clear, like I connected you with someone who could do the
Yeah,
production side of
exactly.
things, who could coach you through that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then David, I would come, like I would go to his home studio, which was really sweet. And I got to like work with him to go through my like different songs, my music production stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Super cool. Great. Yeah, and again, congrats with everything. Uh,
Thank you.
yeah, totally. Do you have any last, thoughts or question or any thoughts or just what it was like working with me? Anything that comes to mind?
I mean, like you always were great to check in. Like you always gave us like we would have Zoom meetings to make sure like everything's on point and keeping us on like track for everything because that's like really important because you can easily fall behind so much stuff in terms of like the music and academic sides and combining the two. So I think that was like amazing.
Awesome. Great. All right, Zara. Well, thanks so much. And
Thank
congrats
you.
again.